We're Geka and Manu.
And we're traveling around the world.
Follow us. We're starting our third video in Lanzarote from one of the island's most stunning viewpoints, the Mirador del Rio. This place was designed by Cesar Manrique and is carved right into the rock, over 400 meters high, with spectacular views of La Graciosa and the Chinijo archipelago. The entrance fee is about €8.50, and while it doesn't seem expensive for what it offers, we decided to keep going a bit further. And here's a very curious fact that few people know. Hidden beneath this area are old tunnels and military batteries built in the 1940s, camouflaged in the mountain for fear of possible invasions during the Second World War. Today they're closed to the public, but they're still there, hidden beneath our feet. We're making a brief stop at the Guinate viewpoint, where the views are very similar and also free, before continuing to the Famara viewpoint. Part of the Chinijo Archipelago Natural Park, Famara Beach is one of the longest in Lanzarote, stretching for 6 kilometers. This northwestern area of the island is also one of the windiest in Lanzarote. The Chinijo Archipelago consists of all the small islands and islets that aren't part of the Canary Islands, although recently the island of La Graciosa has officially become the 8th island. But it's made up of the islands of La Graciosa, Montaña Clara, Alegranza, and the East and West Roques, which are the most remote. Chinijo, which in the Canarian dialect means tiny or small, everything that is the Chinijo Archipelago, which covers nearly 100 square kilometers, belongs to the municipality of Teguise in Lanzarote. The only inhabited island of them all is La Graciosa, with about 700 inhabitants. We're continuing the route to one of our favorite places on the island, which we decided to visit first thing in the morning to enjoy it peacefully and avoid the crowds. This area of Los Hervideros was designed by the great artist Cesar Manrique. And the idea, like everything he designed before he passed away, was for nature to integrate perfectly with the area, so that even in a tourist spot, you feel like you're in the heart of nature. And as you'll be able to see from now on, everything is camouflaged within the lava. It's so beautiful how in the small holes that are found in the ground, the water rises with a lot of pressure and it looks like a boiling pot, hence the name. The boiling pot doesn't have hot water or steam. The boiling is an illusion created when the Atlantic waves crash violently against the basalt caves and cracks, making the water jump and bubble as if it were boiling, hence its name. These formations arose from the volcanic eruptions of Timanfaya National Park between 1730 and 36.
Welcome to Los Hervideros. Look where we have Julieta over there. Today the tide is gentle and it's also low, but imagine when the tide is strong, when the sea is rough, coming in and crashing there against the rock. Well, now we're going to see from the top side, there are 3 holes that connect with the sea. And when the force of the sea breaks against the rock, a jet of water shoots out the top. And here there are 2 connected caves. The water enters through here and comes out the other side and vice versa. The force of the sea, what it did with the lava and obviously over the years all the erosion that has occurred, impressive. We're going to take the little route that's marked out, and the area is called Los Hervideros because of that, because of the jets of water that shoot upwards. And also when the sun is setting, though today it's early, it's rising the sun, the mountain turns red, and that's why they call it the area of Los Hervideros.
Cesar Manrique's idea in keeping these holes in the rock was that when the sea is rough and the water enters the caves and shoots out, it would look like a volcano. Also, it's crazy to see the black of the basalt, the blue of the ocean, and the sky, which in this area is almost always clear. All that makes Los Hervideros one of the most photogenic spots in Lanzarote. How cool, right?
This is like a labyrinth in here with little paths to get from one point to another, but these places are spectacular.
We're traveling through Timanfaya National Park on the bus. Official, the only way to enter this protected area, and what we're seeing looks like it's from another planet. This landscape was formed after a series of volcanic eruptions that lasted 6 years in a row, between 1730 and 1736, and that forever changed the history of Lanzarote. More than 100 volcanoes erupted almost without rest, burying entire villages under the lava. Something very curious is that beneath the surface, the heat is still alive. At just a few meters deep, the temperature can exceed 400 degrees, even though the last volcano erupted centuries ago. During the tour, the bus doesn't stop for an important reason. The terrain is extremely fragile, and a single footprint can take decades to recover. Another little-known fact is that this park doesn't represent classic volcanoes, but an enormous field of solidified lava with volcanic tubes and seas of petrified magma that today look like mountains. Despite this extreme environment, life exists here. Lichens and microorganisms have managed to adapt to these almost impossible conditions, proving that nature always finds a way. Timanfaya is not just a natural park, it's a reminder of the Earth's power and how small we are compared to it.
Good morning, welcome. Here we are at the first heat point, here on the islet of Hilario, 2 meters deep. 250 degrees. What we're going to do is take a bit of dry plant called ulaga. We're going to put it in contact with the hot stone.
With the hot stone, and it will burn naturally.
Welcome, 2 meters deep, 250 degrees Celsius, only in contact with the plant and the hot stone, natural burn. In 10 seconds, we'll have a natural flame. In 10 seconds, natural flame.
You can see the man underneath throwing coal.
Very well. Now that we've seen this demonstration, let's go to the upper part to see the geyser. Next demonstration up there, please.
And this is totally natural. I don't know how many years, you know?
Since 1730? It was discovered then, about 55 years ago approximately, which was when the fissures here were discovered. So everything was adapted to do the demonstrations here.
So there are points that are specific spots.
Exactly. 8 square kilometers we have here, okay? 4 kilometers deep. And through fissures, the hot air comes out.
Okay.
A fissure was discovered here. Come this way so you can check it out. 2 were discovered here. We have one here and one here. And we're going to demonstrate the volcanic ash. And the air runs all along the wall. Put your little hand in here.
Yes.
Put your little hand in.
Exactly.
It's not seen above. And now let's go to the upper part to see the geyser, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Let's go up or you'll miss it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It was discovered 50 years ago, son. Very well, just to be clear, get ready now. 2 seconds, you're all set. Okay, thanks. We go from the first to the last and then back from the first to the last.
Sure, that's what surprised me. I mean, so many years in a row, pouring water for so long, and there's still...
Yes, anyway, the water reaches the bottom. There's a plate at the bottom, so the water never actually touches the ground. Okay, this way. This way, otherwise it reaches there, so it has a stop, or else it would all go down.
Right. It has a plate that makes it...
Sure, it's the one that one is hot, and from there all the tubes heat up upwards.
Okay.
That's why otherwise we pour the water and the water just keeps going down there.
And are there any other holes known nearby or that have been discovered?
This is the main one because it's the one being used, and along the route there are 4 more points, okay?
That also, if you poured?
Yes. The thing is, well, we're at the center where the camel driver's house is, which is the volcanological center where they have all the equipment. Then at Cracked Mountain there's another one. Back here in Timanfaya. And the one that's right down here.
But those aren't used, you know where they are, but they're not...
These are ones we have more.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very well, get ready. 1, 2, and blast off.
Hey, look at how it comes out. Wow. Well, recommendation 2 from around the world. The park opens at 9 in the morning. You can buy the ticket. On the website, it told us there was nothing available for several days. Even so, we came here. It's chaos from the moment you arrive on the road. Already at 9:30, there was a line on the main road to get in. You go in, you can buy the ticket, pay by card or in cash. And well, 2 hours later, which is how long it took us to get here. Half an hour of traffic already inside the national park, but stuck on the road in the blazing sun. There's Manolo right there showing you the line. We arrived at a parking lot that was already full to the brim, but 2 hours later, the bus route itself only takes about half an hour. It's true we got to the park at 9:30, and by around 10, maybe, there were buses ready to go in. We left quickly. The tour around the national park, the Volcanoes route, takes about half an hour. It's exceptionally beautiful and highly recommended. You get off, they do the demonstrations we just filmed. You can go inside the restaurant and see the big barbecue they have, which we also filmed. But yeah, mostly it's just this chaos. There are lots of park staff working here, helping you park and all that, but this is not just a gold mine, it's a madhouse with people and constant traffic everywhere. It's well organized, the price was $17.50 if I'm not mistaken, $17.50 for Canary residents. If you're a resident of the island, it's cheaper, and if you're not a resident, if you're from elsewhere, it's a bit more expensive. It's probably €20, because the discount for being a Canarian resident wasn't anything crazy, a bit pricey. And as we leave the national park behind, we can still share one last curious fact before continuing our route. Timanfaya is one of the most visited natural areas in Spain and remains the 4th most visited national park in the country, trailing only behind Teide, Sierra de Guadarrama, and Picos de Europa. Despite the huge queues and the large crowds, the park maintains a massive flow of tourists every year who come to see this unique volcanic landscape. And these lands of petrified lava are one of the main reasons why so many travelers choose Lanzarote as their destination. Now we're heading by road towards La Geria, Lanzarote's famous wine region, and as we move along, you'll notice how the landscape changes in a fascinating way. Here, the lava and ash don't just form mountains of fire, but also the very ground where the vines grow. The plantations are designed with furrows, small semicircular walls that protect the vines from the constant Atlantic winds. These very unique shapes are one of a kind in the world. La Geria is known for its volcanic wines, especially the Malvasia, which is grown in these black porous soils. The combination of volcanic soil, a dry climate, and the sea breeze creates grapes with very intense and unique flavors. Along the road, you'll find numerous wineries, many of them open to the public, where you can enjoy tastings of local wines and see firsthand how the vines are grown in this very special volcanic landscape. Mind you, nowadays the tastings aren't usually free anymore, but it's a highly recommended experience to discover the unique flavors of Lanzarote's wines, as well as how they're grown. From the drone, we see how the furrows in the earth look like drawings made on purpose, almost as if someone had painted the field to make it different from any other vineyard in the world. It's a landscape that impresses as much for its beauty as for its uniqueness. And with these spectacular aerial images of La Geria, we close this video, hoping that you have enjoyed this journey through one of the corners, most unique parts of Lanzarote. Don't forget to watch all our videos of the island, where we take you to see the most interesting, the most curious, and the most unforgettable parts of Lanzarote. See you on the next adventure.